keeping the bottle in a specific way, touching eyes, shoulder, and ears before every serve. Weird, right? But this has a huge result that we can see. 22 Grand Slams, 14th French Open titles, gold medal in Beijing Olympics. Yes, we are talking about the world's tennis champion, Rafael Nadal. When he was asked that is this any superstition, he replied, if it were a superstition, why would I keep doing the same thing over and over again? Whether I lose or win, it is my mental hack. In psychology, for toughness, confidence, and focus, an inner technique is taught that is called anchoring. Hence, in today's video, we will talk about anchoring. To control your moods, to control your daily life, to have a better access on your nervousness and your anxiety. After watching today's video, you will gain a superpower. To change your moods very quickly, to have a better access on them. To change from nervousness to confidence, to anger to calmness really very quick within 19 seconds. To gain this superpower, we will dive into this video. But before that, let me introduce myself. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarika and you're watching Creative Sarika Inspires. So let's start this topic with the deep study, okay? The concept of anchoring came from the topic of classical conditioning that was given by the Russian philosopher who is Ivan Pavlov. He did an experiment with dogs, okay? First, he noticed that whenever dogs see the food, they salivate, okay? So they generate saliva. So first he tried to experiment on them by ringing a bell, okay? Without any food, he is just ringing a bell in front of the dog, but nothing happens. He doesn't salivate as usual, okay? But then he starts his experiment by ringing the bell and then giving the food to the dog, okay? So when first few days, it doesn't make any changes, okay? The food comes and the dog eats, okay? But then after a few days, he noticed that after the bell rings, the dog starts to salivate even when the food is not arrived yet, okay? So now we all know what is happening, that the dog is thinking the food is going to arrive by the sense that the bell is ringing. Now the bell ringing is his trigger. Now we can associate it with the bell is the trigger and the saliva, the dog salivates, that's the response, okay? So when the trigger hits, the dog salivates as a response. So trigger and response. So this is the experiment he did, and it's a great experiment, okay? So this is how our brain connects with trigger and response, okay? So this is not only the experiment, even you guys face it. Now let me clarify how, okay? So suppose you are watching TV and it's your habit to bring food and like snacks and watch it with the TV, okay? You're watching TV and having your snacks. So this is your connection. So whenever you're watching a TV, that's a trigger, and the response is you're feeling hunger, okay? So whenever you are watching TV, you will feel like you are hungry. So this is not something you are naturally, but it is a trigger, like TV is the trigger and you're getting the response. So it is interrelated. Or we can also see in this case that whenever we have a toffee, like some toffee that is related in your childhood that you have been having since your childhood. So whenever you have that candy, you will remember about your past, about your childhood. So it's kind of nostalgia, okay? It's a nostalgic thing. So whenever you smell the candy, whenever you have it, your brain reminds you of those things. So this candy is your trigger to the response of your childhood, okay? It has some past related, connected to it. So the past is the response to the trigger, that is the chocolate. The same goes with any song, okay? The song that you have been listening to in the past, and now after so many days, if you listen to, you will imagine some incidents of the past, okay? So in this case, the song is the trigger and the response is your childhood, okay? The trigger hits and your brain gives a response to it, okay? So this is how the trigger and response is interrelated, and this is how it works, okay? So now let's come to the main topic that I promised to you, that in this video, I'm gonna change your mood, okay? So now we know how our mood is related to it, okay? Some songs makes you angry, some memories that triggers you, that responds to it. So this is how we know that our trigger can be anything. So there are various type of anchoring. The first is verbal anchoring, okay? So verbal anchoring are those speeches that brings out the trigger inside you, okay? Like when we start to do something, when we take initiative to do something, we say that, fighting, or I can do it. Okay, you try to motivate yourself and this triggers you. Okay, also few people say that, I can do it, I'm the best. These are the thing that triggers you, and like the response is your motivation, your confidence, your focus. This is the verbal anchoring, and the result is how confident you become after this. Okay, after saying this. Okay, so this is the verbal anchoring. Let's come to the next point, that is physical anchoring. Physical anchoring means whenever you try to bring out any kind of emotion from yourself, you do it through physically. Okay, something like holding up your fist like this. Okay, you are tightening your fist and holding up, and it gives you the power. You're feeling that it's power. All your power is in your fist now. All your power, all your confidence is you're in a fist now. Okay, so this is your confidence. Okay, this is how you physically do it. This is what it means by physical anchoring. Next is auditory anchoring. Okay, so there are many people who listens to motivational songs, some songs that give them motivation, confidence, and the power inside them. Okay, the desire, the burning desire in themselves. So to trigger that, they listen to songs, they listen to speeches, motivational speeches. Okay, so that boosts their confidence, boost their trigger. Okay, hit their trigger. So this is how they get motivated, they get triggered, and when the trigger gets, the response is really double of it. Okay, and the last one is visual anchoring. Like when we see the red light, our sixth sense works that we have to stop our car right now. And then when it's green light, yes, we can move now. So this is the trigger. Suddenly we saw the red light, now we have to stop. Suddenly we saw the green light, now we have to move. This is the trigger, and this is the response. Like you are responding unconsciously. Your brain works so quick to the trigger. Okay, this shows that your trigger hits and the response comes. Trigger hits when we see that one person texting you that you hate the most. So trigger is the message that is sent by that person, and the response is anger. Okay, you are angry on them on any reason, so the message is your trigger and the response is your anger. Now we have the clear knowledge about anchoring, right? So now I will teach you how to set this anchoring. I will show you that you can also set your anchoring and change your mood whenever you want. Okay, from nervousness to confidence, whenever you are ready to go on the stage and to perform, whenever you want to speak up in the middle of everyone, okay, every people, in the middle of the conversation, you need some confidence, but you are very nervous. How to do that? Now I will tell you how to build this confidence quickly at that important time, so that you don't have to stammer anymore. So this is broken down into few steps. The first step is choose your emotion. Okay, what the emotion you want to be the next moment. Within 19 seconds, what emotions do you want in yourself? Okay, choose that emotion. So now the next point is identifying your unique trigger. Your unique trigger needs to be really very unique. Nothing that you do all the time. No, it's not something that you do all the time, so your brain will get confused and won't respond to that trigger. But something that that will trigger you, do that. It can be pressing the middle of your eyebrows. Okay, it is unique. So if you need your power to be back, press in between the eyebrows. This can be one. Or holding your fist really tight and say that I can do it, I can do it, I can fight. Okay, I can build the confidence in myself. This is how you can motivate yourself. Like I am doing now, I am motivated right now. So keep a unique pattern of trigger for yourself that is really unique. Okay, so trigger your own confidence. Now the third step is you close your eyes and think of that moment when you were at your highest confidence. At that time you were not afraid of anything and you're full of confidence. In that time you can feel in yourself that in that time I was too much confidence. Bring that version in yourself. Do this. Okay, the fist thing or the pressing in the middle of your eyebrows, do that, or something else, your trigger, and think of that moment with your eyes closed. Okay, this is how you can build a different kind of trigger in yourself that you practice, and you can bring energy anytime you want. This was about confidence. Now if I want to be calmer, okay, I am feeling very sad, I'm feeling like I'm getting panic attacks, I want to be calmer. The first step will be to identify what you want to be. I want to be calm now. Okay, so the next step is find your trigger. Okay, how you will be calm. It can be through deep breathing. You can practice deep breathing. You can close your eyes and think of that moment when you are the calmest. Okay, at that time you were out of the blue and you were not thinking about anything and you were very calm. You are breathing in the oxygen and releasing the carbon dioxide and circulating oxygen all over your body. Close your eyes and feel it. Okay, this is how you can calm your mind. Okay, I know that whenever you're very anxious, whenever you want to cry, whenever you're having the panic attack, it can be a little bit tough to be calmer, but if you practice this trigger, then it will really work. But it has a condition, okay? It is not possible to trigger yourself without any practice, okay? You're going to stage, and before that, 1 minute ago, you're practicing this. It won't work that way. You have to do it regularly, okay? Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, like this, you have to practice to be confident in the very morning. You can practice to be calm. You can practice to be confident. And like this, you can trigger anytime your mood. You can hack your brain, and you can control your mood swings, your anxiousness, your depression, your anxiety, your nervousness, everything. So to trigger this, you need to continue practicing it. Practice is very important. The more you practice, the more you make your mind adapt to this trigger. And whenever you want, you can get the response immediately. So practice this every day, repeat it multiple times, okay? This is how you can set a anchor to your mind, okay? You can anchor to your mind. So that was it for my today's video. So I hope this video was very beneficial for you, and now you can get a different version of yourself whenever you want, okay? You can change your mood. You can, be confident, be motivated anytime you want. Whether you're anxious, whether you're nervous, anytime, it doesn't matter. And I give you a 100% guarantee that it will work and will change your life, okay? So that was it for my today's video. I hope you liked it. And if you did, then don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So if you want, you can suggest me any topic in the comment section. I'll be really glad. See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and bye-bye.